Hey, Jim McIlvaine with Optima Batteries live in my backyard. I'm not going to ask everybody how they're doing because this is a video and I can't hear you, even if you're responding. If you want to leave a response in the comments, tell me how you're doing, that's great. I expect you might be here because you want to learn how to charge a car battery. I'm here to teach you, okay? This is my 94 GMC 1-ton truck. First, what you have to do is pop the hood, okay? And I didn't explain this on Facebook, maybe I should have. Most vehicles have latch right down here. Pull that latch and it'll disengage the lock on the hood. You're still going to need to fidget with some kind of safety latch mechanism. The one on this truck is right here. So you can see this hook right here, and you push this safety latch a little bit, it'll let it loose, then up it goes. Okay, so first step, pop open the hood. All right, I have an Optima Digital 1200 charger and maintainer here, available at OptimaBatteries.com as of May 1st. And before, up till that point, who knows if we change the prices anytime in the future. But right now we're selling them at $199.99. It's a great deal. First battery you save with, it's going to pay for it. So what you do with this charger, you read the owner's manual, 26 pages long. And whenever you're charging batteries or messing with batteries, wear eye protection. Just makes sense. And I'm sure our lawyers are going to watch this at some point and they're going to ask me about it if I don't mention it. So what I'm doing right here is I'm hooking up, the black is negative, okay? I hook that up to a negative ground on a vehicle. What's a negative ground? Well, it's a piece of metal that's attached to the frame somehow, okay? And you don't want to connect to a metal fuel line. Usually what you want to look for is bolts like that. Those are usually nearby, easily accessible. And then this is our positive, okay? It's a red alligator clip, and these have a little light on them that can help you locate a negative ground. There's a negative ground right there if you really want to attach to that. And you can connect it to this here, and this is where it gets really tricky for me with the camera because I've just got the one hand. I'm gonna try to connect the charger quickly. There we go. So the charger turns on. Okay, now a lot of people will simply connect red to red on the battery, black to black on the battery. Again, our lawyers are watching. I can't tell you to do that. You should really connect to a negative ground. But the charger will tell you, make a quick set selection. These are the battery maintainer functions. Over here, there's a backlight. So the light comes on. See if I can show that better there. So it's easier to see, especially in the dark. I'm going to press battery pre-charge status. And I'll say this battery is fully charged right now at 12.6 volts because I just filmed a video for Facebook a little bit earlier and it was discharged down to 75%. It was like 12.3 volts, fully charged. Most 12 volt batteries will measure about 12.6 to 12.8 volts. Optima yellow tops and blue tops with light gray cases will measure about 13 to 13.2 volts. So just because you have a 12 volt battery doesn't mean it's fully charged at 12.0 volts. It's actually probably 50% discharged. So charge that battery. So this is basically a built-in voltmeter, really nice feature. You don't even have to mess with this side of the charger with these things. These things are so simple, so easy to use. I don't know if you've ever seen anybody accidentally connect the positive and the negative alligator clips on a standard charger. They might spark. You know, it's dangerous. It could create an arc. So you don't want to do that. Ours don't have that problem. They have something called no spark technology where you can attach those things all day long and they're not going to spark. They also have reverse polarity protection. So if this is the first time that you've ever tried to charge a car battery and you connect the red on the black and the black on the red, which you definitely shouldn't do, it just says it's not going to be able to charge you. Check your connection. Okay, so on the left side you've got four options here. Now on a typical battery charger, it may ask you, is it a 6 volt battery, a 12 volt battery, 60? Our chargers only charge 12 volt batteries. 12 volt batteries are what you're going to find in just about every car and truck on the road, built since the Korean War. All right, so if you're watching this trying to figure out how to charge your car battery, it's probably a 12 volt battery. All right, you don't have to worry about amperage settings on here. A lot of chargers have dials and you have to figure out, is it 5 amp? What's right for this battery? I don't know. And then they look at the battery and it says 100 RC. I don't know what that means, but maybe that's rate of charge, and they put it at 100 amps. That's a bad idea. Okay, this is like a 50 amp hour battery. You put it at 100 amps, it's going to charge that thing quickly, and it'll overcharge it even faster than you realize. So our chargers don't even mess with that. They're smart. They're microprocessor controlled. You just connect them and they understand what's going on. Now, if I didn't touch anything, this charger, because it's connected and turned on to that battery, will eventually turn on by itself. It'll analyze the battery, it'll go into a charge mode, and then it'll automatically go into maintenance mode, and every 30 days it'll go through a conditioning mode. So this battery is a red top, and we have a setting just for our red top batteries right there. I press that button and it goes into that analyzing mode I was talking about, and that's it. And then you walk away. You never have to come back here again until you're ready to move your vehicle and go somewhere, and then you have to disconnect it. So it's that simple with Optima battery chargers and maintainers. All you gotta do is connect it. Now, not every vehicle is that simple to find the battery. Here's a BMW Z3 convertible. You pop the hood on this thing, and that hood latch is in a different location. It's right here that you have to get on that. Now you're looking under the hood here and you're like, where's the battery? It's a small car, is it there? No, that's not the battery. Is that? No, not the air box. That's the windshield washer reservoir. Where is the battery? Well, the answer is in a lot of European cars, the batteries are in the trunk, okay? And you say, well, what am I gonna do with a battery in the trunk? You know, how do I get to that? I can only access that when I can work the remote and the battery's dead. Well, they've made accommodations for that, and I just moved that so you could see it right here. I think this is supposed to stay on there. Anyway, this is a positive terminal, and there's a plus sign right here, okay? So you can connect the positive right there, and look at that, a very similar bolt right here, and I don't know if it shows up very well, but it shows negative right there. So that's your negative ground, okay? And again, a bolt fastened to the body, and then there's your positive. And that's how you connect the battery charger there, and that's connected to the battery that's all the way back here in the trunk, okay? The battery is actually underneath this panel, right down there, you can see it. Now back here I have an Optima Digital 400 charger and maintainer, and we have these eyelets that are permanently connected to my battery. So when I want to get going in this car, the eyelets are connected right here at this connection. That's all I do. I disconnect it. It's as easy as plugging in your smartphone to a charger, okay? And that's all it takes. Now you need to remember to do that, especially when you have a battery in the trunk, and maybe you have the trunk closed, and you can do that. You can have the trunk closed and have this sitting on the back of the car. Don't drive off with your battery charger plugged in. That's a big no-no, okay? But it's as easy, if I can do this on camera here, it's very easy to plug this in. Am I getting it? I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do it. Takes a fair bit of, it's just that simple. Okay, so now it's connected. It says make a quick set selection. And again, you don't have to figure out what amperage rate to go at or anything like that. I can press this battery pre-charge status right there, and it tells me 13.7 volts. And that is not the normal voltage. This is it's just a regular black box battery. It's probably fully charged at 12.6 to 12.8 volts, but it sits on this maintainer all the time. So that's actually a surface charge. You don't have to worry about that number. You flick your bright headlights on, that'll dissipate that 13.7, and it'll settle down back to around 12.6, 12.8. So again, this is just one touch functionality, and if I didn't touch anything on this unit, I could walk away. As long as it's connected to the battery and plugged into the wall, it'll eventually turn on and charge all by itself. So I'm just gonna do, it's not a motorcycle or power sports battery, it's a regular auto marine flooded battery. So I'm pressing that button, and it goes into analyzing mode there as well. And it'll go through that analyzing mode, and then it'll charge, and then it'll go into maintain mode, and perfect, it's all done. Now, if it's too complex for you to attach those permanent leads, because it's not easy to get at that battery in the trunk, you can take this unit, when you buy it from us for $89.99 on our website, take it to your mechanic. Say, hey, I'd like to attach this battery tender connection to my battery in the trunk. Can you do that for me? If they're a nice guy, they won't charge you, because it's only going to take them a couple minutes. But they got to make a living too, and that's a couple minutes they could have spent doing something else. So, maybe flat rate, they'll charge you 15 minutes for something like that. They'll have it connected, so all you have to do is plug it in just like you would your smartphone, and that's how you charge a battery. Now, if you want to use a regular battery charger, that's a different endeavor. You should know what the reserve capacity is of your battery, and approximately the depth of discharge, and if it's microprocessor controlled or not, if you have to worry about it. You don't have to mess with any of that with these. You just plug them in, attach them to your battery, press the button, walk away, or don't even press the button. Just plug them in, walk away. They'll take care of everything else. So if you have questions about this, we have a cornucopia of information on the Optima Batteries website. I would invite you to go there, check it out, optimabatteries.com. Again, these chargers, the digital 1200 goes for $199.99, and the maintainer that you see here is $89.99. We sell them both factory direct. We'll ship it to your front door. You never have to come in contact with anybody. You don't have to put a mask on. You can go right out to your garage and just plug it in, and you're good to go. Thank you so much for watching. Be safe and get back to work soon.